Okay, folks, good morning and welcome to Swing Trading Today. This is Bob Desmond. Smash that like button. Fastest I ever said that. Smash that like button. Good morning, everyone. Um, Economic data today. Tomorrow's the big one, but today is important. We have at 9 a.m. the Case Shiller National Home Price year over year. I'm predicting a big move higher in national home prices. You're seeing a surge of folks leaving the cities, heading to the suburbs. Can you blame them? I don't think so. 10 a.m. we have consumer confidence. Then we have a Fed head at 11:30, and tomorrow, of course, durable goods. Good morning, Tommy. Barkin speaks again tomorrow. Okay, and then on Thursday we have initial jobless claims. So not huge data, but market moving stuff. All right, so I'm kind of killing time here to let people join in, and we closed out a trade this morning. I want to talk about it. We closed out Best Buy this morning. We went short yesterday because we had RSI at nosebleed levels, 88.82. We saw a bit of a fade on the day. It wasn't a large position, it was just a small opening position. But they did report earnings this morning, and we did see a reaction. Initially, the shares surged, and it was on a erroneous report that was retracted by Dow Jones Newswire. Overall, a good report. They're not providing guidance, and that's probably, in addition to the fact that it was technically overbought, that the shares are pulling back after a knee-jerk reaction to the upside. And I could have got it now a little bit lower. But I'm satisfied. Quick scalp. And if they rally the shares back, which is not out of the question, we could certainly entertain re-entering the trade. Tommy, gold daily shows lower high wave, but my prediction doesn't. Okay, the corrections are healthy pullback. Yeah, well, with respect to gold, I'm a little bit concerned because one of the charts I want to go over this morning is the weekly chart of the 10-year yield. And you can see that we held support from last week. Doesn't mean it's going to close here. It could close lower for all I know, or it could close higher. But we are holding support. We're respecting support. Now, in the pre-market, the only real reason why I'm bringing this chart up is that earlier, I don't know if it's changed or not, but earlier, hey, Corey, good morning. We saw bond prices fall, which means that yields, was my 10-year, which means that yields are heading up higher. So this is a 30-minute chart. Let's pull back. Let's go to an hourly chart. And you can see we're taking it on the chin here, which means yields are moving up higher. Let's see if there's a reaction by gold. First, let's go to silver since it's in front of me. Down slightly, but it is down below support. I should say resistance and holding support. Jay, I was asked about whether or not yesterday would be a blow off top, and it's what blow off tops look like. Uh, my answer is an honest answer. I wish I could be, guru to the world. I'm not. And all I would say is this: is that the threat is ever looming that we could get a blow off top. I think that in all probability, we're going to see a correction in the cues and in technology, and you're going to see sector rotation into names that haven't been working but should now work, with yields moving up higher because there's a perception that the economy is on the mend. So, like yesterday, for instance, you saw. Let's go to that chart of the cues first. Tommy, do you think Dow Jones going close? Uh, Probably. I think it's probably going to close up higher. But here's the concern I have overall. The industrials look good. The transports broke out yesterday, right? So, and that's on a weekly basis. The fade on the Qs is very concerning. You saw the same with Best Buy. Whenever you get these filled candlesticks, it's a sign of exhaustion. It's a sign of indecision. Whereas with the Dow transports, I should have had this ready. I apologize. The Dow transports, they closed at the highs of the session. This is a strong chart. While this is a strong chart, it's showing indecision. We did not close at the highs of the day. And the key to remember here is that the trip Qs, the technology space, has been a leader for several months now. And if you bring up a chart of the XLK, remember what this chart looks like, right? Filled candlestick. Watch this. Same exact thing. So it leads me to believe that we're beginning to see a little bit of weariness in technology. Whereas with the transports, they close strong. A very nice day. Flag formation, breakout. The Dow Jones, same deal here. So it's the industrials. It's the, where are my airlines? Airlines. Look at the move yesterday. It's the banks. We're long of the banks. Look at the move yesterday. So the banks are going to do well as yields begin to move up higher, however short-lived it may be. Now, we just saw silver beginning to weaken up here. Where's our gold? Gold weakening up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. We have a head and shoulders set up here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. You could argue that we've already broken the neckline. So it looks as though we're going to see a bit more weakness in gold, which is down at current a half percentage point. Good morning, Kat. YouTube stopped notifications. Really? No wonder why my viewer count dropped off. Interesting. I've watched other channels where I don't want to be a doom and gloomer here, but or a conspiracy theorist, but other channels have complained about that happening. But they're more political in nature. I'm usually not that political. Yields down, bonds, gold up. Yep, Corey, you're right. I think people don't realize inflation coming, but they know about printing. Yes, well, when when things get a little bit hairy, when it comes down to inflation, is when you have the uh, velocity of money, the number of transactions. They could print all the money they want, but the uh, gold is really dropping now. Once you get velocity of money picking up, that's when inflation really rears its ugly head. Let's take a quick look at names like corn, which this is not good. Corn moving up higher. Can't hide this. Oats moving up higher. Wheat, which surged the other day. I haven't looked at it. That pullback. Now it's limping up higher again. So you're seeing commodities move up higher. Copper, failed breakout, consolidating. There was a railway accident involving corn. A lot of corn got wasted. Gotcha. JA, you shorting the cruise lines? Which ones? CCL looks actually pretty good here, pal. NCLH, like Norwegian. Okay, yeah, just I would keep it very short term because the chart's firming up here a bit. You have higher lows. We're on the verge of a potential breakout. If it surged this morning and it closed the day out above the third standard deviation Bollinger Band, maybe you get a pullback and a retest. You want to scalp a trade there to the short side. All right, not necessarily my type of trade, but I would stay very, very short term. So Carnival is moving. Not Carnival. Norwegian and Carnival are moving out of a consolidation here. All right, let's take some requests. Let's see what I have up on the list here. A few folks just joined. If I could ask you to smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. And hit the notification bell. Apparently, some aren't receiving notifications when I go live. I would appreciate it. Okay. Let's see what Best Buy is doing now. For those just joining, and we scalped a short profit on this one earlier today. We are out. And I'm glad we exited, because it looks like we're putting in a higher low. And we're now breaking out of 15-minute, well, 5-minute chart, I should say. Thanks, Tommy. Yeah, drop the like button. But hit the like button, please. Uh, yeah, BBY was at extreme overbought levels. I normally don't like to carry positions into earnings or initiate new positions into earnings, but usually I find that when you have a stock that's extreme overbought or oversold levels, earnings are priced in. Let's take a look at Tesla pre-market. Weakening up here. Apple. So this kind of speaks to what I was talking about earlier, that these big Q names may take a breather. I'm not predicting a crash or anything like that. I'm just saying that we've been expecting some sector rotation. I think that we're beginning to see it. Hmm. Bonds attempting a comeback here. Attempting. Looks like it's fading. Silver. You know, short term, these bond prices weakening up are not going to be good for the precious metal names, but at some point in time, they will base, because the 10-year yield normalizes like 5% historically. The fact that even if we were to rally up to 1%, it's ridiculously low, and traders will, as they see inflation pick up and they realize, oh God, Federal Reserve can't raise rates, and that'll put a bid under precious metals, but that may take a while. All right, I have Nikola and VLO, and absent any requests, that's all I have. Nikola. Off the highs of the month, not much data. Let's go to the weekly chart. Small caps bounced back yesterday. Holding support. No breakout. Stokes weak. Let's go to the daily chart. We have a strong volume shove where we bounced off of yesterday. Where are Stokes? Weak and getting weaker. Not loving it as a longer term trade. I think if you did enter it, you need to use a stop loss right below yesterday's lows. It'll be interesting as a breakout. These Stokes need to flatten out and begin to hook back up. It's an interesting play. But I would like it on a breakout above this volume shelf at resistance more. And we need to see the small cap index rally. NASDAQ's down now. Russell's holding on. NASDAQ flat. S&P's 30-minute reversal bar, but still up. I frankly, folks, I think they're going to keep this market held aloft. They're not going to let this market crash during the or correct heavily during the RNC convention. Ain't happening. And I think they're going to keep it going, despite the fact that September is is historically a difficult month for the market. Also October. I think that they're going to keep this market aloft through November the 3rd. After that, I don't know. I kind of get worried about after Election Day. Until then, I think they're just going to keep bidding up the futures and spiking the market. CAD, I bought 200 1-ounce silver coin. Those were rare, right? Those are hard to get. They had a shortage. $5 premium. They're getting hard to. Yep. Yeah. It's been a while now too. Safe is that a symbol? If this is the accurate symbol, Safe Hold Inc. If you want to keep it tight, $49.53. If you want to keep it loose, very loose, $47.77. W. I don't know, Cap. They bid it up yesterday, but they couldn't close it positive. I like 325.48. Where did they close it? Make sure I have this right. 338 was the close. What's it doing this morning? Would I go entering long? Probably not. Possible lower high here. I would wait. We broke out. We didn't quite get the retest of support that we wanted. I would wait for support to get hit. What I'm looking at right now is this and asking, will this hold? Or it looks similar to this price action yesterday, and we failed. And I'm worried about that repeating itself yet again. Stokes are weak on a 2-hour basis. I wouldn't, especially with the markets weakening up here a little bit. If you can get it down at that, what was I say, 328? $326, that would be interesting. That would be a great entry point because you put your stop loss right below. Sure. Boeing. Boeing looks good. Boeing looks good. Oh, this is Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble's look good. Barnes & Noble looks good. I never thought I would say that. I haven't even looked at this chart in a long time. Beautiful. Outside reversal bar yesterday. All right, now let's put in the right chart. Boeing looks good. I think we went over this on Sunday evening, and it wasn't looking good at all. Now it's improving quite a bit, or has improved quite a bit. I think that Boeing can be nibbled on it. We have a breakout. A little bit of resistance above here. I would stay small and then add more on a rally up and through 191.82. It's firming up. And with the transports breaking out, Boeing's looking attractive again. It was not looking good Thursday night when we went over it, but that's changed some. All right, with that, folks, I'm going to say everybody have a profitable trading day. If you haven't hit the like button, if you could do so, I'd appreciate it. And hit the subscribe button. Apparently, some folks aren't getting notifications. And stay safe. Have a great day. Be well.